Good evening, everyone. Great to see you on a Monday night, packed house, and we're honored and appreciate you being here tonight. I think you're going to leave with a smile on your face, and you'll be humming these songs for a while. Told a friend of mine, they said, it's going to be Christmas songs. I said, yeah, but it don't count on jingle bells and all that. It's going to be some Christmas songs that maybe you haven't heard or that you haven't heard in a while. Before we get started, a couple of housekeeping things. If you're not familiar with this facility, the closest way to find the bathroom is to go out that door, out one of these sides. The fellowship hall, which is directly behind this building, just go on in and you'll go straight to the bathrooms. You'll see them. Also, if you could mute your cell phones, please, we'd appreciate that. My name is Steve Smith, and I have the honor of being the president of Southeastern Oratorio Society, and I'm going to spend a couple of minutes telling you about that group. This particular concert, as you've probably seen in your program, is in the memory of Dr. Jesse C. Fisher. And many of you probably remember Jesse Fisher when he's in Whiteville. He was the founder of this group and actually helped found the group, the same kind of group in Charlotte before that. And we just celebrated our 50th anniversary 2 years ago. So many of you, I hope, have the pink tabloid that we did. Gives you a good history. We worked on that for months. And really, we learned a lot about this organization in that process. But before I go on, I'm going to call on Pastor Joe Washburn from First Presbyterian Church, my church here, to welcome you and to lead us in an invocation, and then I'll pick back up on the oratorio.
I am Pastor Joe, and on behalf of the session here at First Presbyterian and the members, we do want to welcome you, and we are delighted to be able to partner with and support the Southeastern Oratorio Society by hosting the concert. And I do thank you for coming out and packing in. It's Christmas season, and we'll just show we love each other around here, and so we'll get close. So we do welcome you. Let me, if you would, join me in a word of prayer. Loving and gracious God, we thank you for this day. Even for the coolness and the rain that we've had, but we thank you for the grace that we see in this day. And during this season, oh Lord, help us to focus on our loved ones, our family, and our friends, and how much they mean to us and we mean to one another, and help us to continue to walk with one another. We're thankful for this evening and for the concert, the singers and the musicians and the gifts that they will be sharing. And may this night help us to celebrate your Son in this season, that we may be more faithful in all we do. We lift this prayer and we gather in Christ's name. Amen.
Thank you, Pastor Joe. First Presbyterian, along with Southeastern Community College, provides us facilities. We rehearse about 12 weeks to do this concert, and most of those rehearsals are at Southeastern, and then the ones towards the end are here. But we appreciate both of them, and I'll come back to that in a second. In 52 years, based on my research, this is probably our 110th or 112th concert that we've done. Not this group, but there is one member, we figure we do 3 a year now, and our next concert will be announced in April or May, and then we do a summer patriotic concert at Lake Waccamaw. We do have one charter member, though, in this group, and I told her I was going to call on her. Front and center, Pat Ray, if you'll raise your hand. Pat Ray was a charter member in 1972. And her voice is getting more beautiful every year. So, Pat, we're glad to have you. Now, do we have any other charter members? I don't want to leave anybody out. Dick and Janice Sims are in Wilmington. I did talk to them a couple of days ago, and they could not make it, but they were charter members. And I know Ann Coble. I don't know if Ann's here. But anyway, we appreciate those people. We have singers from all throughout the region, and in North and South Carolina, albeit most of our singers are from Columbus County. This year we've done something different in the program. When we list the name of a person, we've listed what town they live in or near, just to show you the spread of people that we have. So I want to thank the singers because they have worked hard, been very loyal. We don't have perfect attendance stars yet, but if we did, we'd probably run out of them. A lot of people have been very faithful about it. Also want to thank our officers. And Ann Branch, if you'll raise your hand. Ann is our Secretary Treasurer. and does great work. Thank you, Ann. Jenny Meekins. Jenny is our music librarian, and over these times we've accumulated quite a bit of music, as you might imagine. And then Anna Clark right here is our member at large, officer at large. They do a great job, and thank you very much, ladies, for that. Also want to thank our donors. You'll see a listing of our donors on the last page. This organization survives solely on donations, private donations. We receive no government money per se. We do receive some funds from several foundations and trust funds. The Arts Council, which we greatly appreciate, the Columbus County Grassroots Arts Council. But a lot of donors just like you, people that leave and they put money in our basket, and we appreciate that. So we hope you can continue to do that. Also, we have a website that if you are into the 2024 and you want to do it online, you go to southeasternoratorio.com and you'll push the donate button there. I want to thank the Strings as well. We've had these folks come from Wilmington and Myrtle Beach. They're professional musicians. They come up here and play with us, and they only practice about an hour with us. That's how professional they are. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming. And lastly, I don't drop my sheet, but I don't need it. I want to thank our conductor, Jamie Falk, and our collaborative organist and pianist, D. Scott Ferguson. They are fantastic. They've been a godsend to this group, and we really appreciate it. They've kept us on task. They push us to limits that we don't think we can go. So with no further ado, turn it over to Maestro Jamie Falk.
Good evening, and thank you. And I have to say, wow. When I walked in, I got a little nervous. But I'm hoping that there will be pieces that you'll know, maybe tunes that you've heard from a movie, from the radio, it depends on what radio you listen to. But you're in for a treat because the pieces that we are performing tonight are eclectic at best. So I want to briefly talk about the first two, and then we'll go right into them because there's been a lot of talking and I want more singing. So the first two are not available for publishing, for purchase. So I was able to reach out to the composers and the arrangers directly from YouTube and a movie. If you're a big fan of The Christmas Carol with George C. Scott, please raise your hand. Okay, so you'll recognize the ending credits with our second tune. And our first one, Ewan Conway's arrangement of The Holly and the Ivy blends the traditional English carol and the melody of the Sands Day Carol, creating a rich, evocative melody. The arrangement was written during the height of COVID and was debuted by the Maynooth University Choirs. They had to cancel their annual celebration of carols, and so they made this arrangement. Ewan Conway is an alumni or alumnus of Maynooth University, and of course the second piece, God Bless Us Everyone, is the ending credits of George C. Scott's version of Christmas Carol. So I hope you enjoy.
Rising of the sun and the
The next piece is Ralph Vaughan Williams' Fantasia on Christmas Carols. It's a medley of 3 English folk carols, including The Truth Sent from Above, Come All You Worthy Gentlemen, and On Christmas Night, the Sussex Carol. It weaves these melodies into a rich orchestral and choral tapestry, creating a warm and evocative celebration of traditional Christmas music. This glorious piece features a baritone soloist throughout. Our soloist tonight is Mr. Gus Cothard.
Sent from above, the truth of God, the God of love. Therefore don't turn me from your door, but hearken, all both rich and poor. The first thing which I will is that God did man create. The next thing which to you I'll tell, woman was made with man to dwell. God's own choice to place them both in paradise, there to remain from evil free, except they ate of such a tree. and all of the posterity. Gentlemen and ladies standing by, Christ our blessed Savior was born on Christmas Day. The Blessed Virgin Mary unto the Lord did pray. Oh, we wish you the comfort and tidings of joy. The Blessed Virgin Mary unto the Lord did pray. Oh, we wish you the comfort and tidings of joy.
Christ our blessed Savior, now in the manger lay. He's lying in the manger while the oxen feed on hay. The Blessed Virgin Mary unto the Lord did pray. Oh, we wish you comfort and tidings of joy.
The Blessed Virgin Mary unto the Lord did pray. Oh, we wish tidings of joy, comfort and tidings of joy. Oh, we wish you the comfort and On Christmas night, all Christians sing to hear the news the angels bring.
On Christmas night, all gracious
News of great joy, news of great mirth, news of the merciful King's birth. When sin departs before thy grace, then life to see again. God bless a generation who lived both far and near, and we wish them a happy
Burns' most famous poem. It celebrates both the happy prospects of the new year and all that's good which has gone before. In Robert Burns' lilting Scottish dialect, the words sound especially musical to our ears. We say, don't worry, be happy. Robert Burns said it this way. Should all acquaintance be forgot, and never brought to mind. Should all acquaintance be forgot, and all lang syne. For all lang syne, my dear, for all lang syne. We'll crack a cup of kindness yet, for all lang syne. And now, we will sing all together, Old Lang Syne, for the sake of Old Lang Syne.
Ding dong, ding dong, bells are sung.
Latin, and the translation is absolutely one of my all-time favorite pieces ever. And actually, Mr. Sondag actually sang this in college in Russian, and I sang it when I was in Bulgaria with the director of the Moscow Conservatory in Russian, and he handed it to us in Cyrillic. We had to write out the phonetics ourselves, so we did the entire passage. We're only doing number 6, which is on the reading.
Amen.
next piece, There Shall a Star from Jacob Come Forth, is a radiant choral piece from Felix Mendelssohn's oratorio Christus, featuring lyrical melodies and rich harmonies, conveys a sense of hope and divine promise. The text celebrates the prophecy of the star heralding the birth of Christ.
There shall a
written by Felix Rubin. So the next piece, Gustav Holst's Christmas Day, is a festive choral fantasia that weaves together several traditional carols, including Good Christian Men Rejoice, God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen, The First Noel, and I'll give anybody in the audience $5 if you know the next one, Come Ye Lofty, Come Ye Lowly. So see me afterwards if you know that one. This piece showcases Holst's masterful use of harmony and counterpoint, creating a joyous and uplifting celebration of the Christmas season. You may know Holst for The Planets, and there's some Christmas carol he did. I can't remember offhand. In the Bleak Midwinter. The MC. We have 3 soloists in this piece, and they are Diana Matthews, Anna Clark, and Jacob Barber.
Christian men rejoice with heart and soul and voice. Give ye heed to what we say. News, news, Jesus Christ is born today. Ox and ass before him bow, and he is in the manger now. Christ is born today. Christ is born today.
Christian man, rejoice with heart and soul and voice. Give ye heed to what we say. News, news, Jesus Christ is born today. when we were gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. In Bethlehem in Jewry, this blessed babe was born, and laid within a manger upon that holy morn, from which his mother Mary did nothing take.
As D. Scott moves to the piano, our last piece needs no introduction. It's O Holy Night, originally written in French by Adolphe Adams, and the words were by Placide Cappeau, and they were translated by John Sullivan Dwight. So, celebrating the birth of Christ, this piece combines reverent lyrics with powerful musical climaxes, making it a timeless favorite in holiday repertoire worldwide. So this last piece is our Christmas gift to you. Thank you so much for coming out. I hope that you can tell the monumental amount of work that this group has put in. There are professionals scattered, but most of these people just love music and they love to be a part of something. So they lead their church choir Sunday morning and hang out with us on Monday night. So we can always use more. So anytime you feel the urge to sing with us, we greatly welcome you. O Holy Night.
O
coming out. It means a lot. The work we put into it has an appreciative audience. May you be safe, and may your holidays be bright. Thank you.
Amen.